I have never played a course that was this well kept and maintained. When we did drone flyovers and got footage for the course, we have never seen so many maintenance workers meticulously working to make the course look as good as it did. The course actually, it's very well connected. There's not a lot of room, I don't think, in the course. However, with the 20-minute gap in tee times, you don't see anybody. And that is what made it probably the best experience I've had on a golf course, because you don't see anybody, you're at the refreshment stations, you're having fun, you're having a good time, and you really feel like you're the only one out there.
I'm Danny Rainbow, Director of Golf at SentryWorld. I've been here for 9.5 years. We opened in 1982. It was built by an insurance company, Century Insurance, who still owns the course today. The experience is pretty unique here at SentryWorld. We are situated just on the edge of the North Woods in Wisconsin. I like to describe it as an elevated but comfortable experience. So when you come here, you feel like you're treated really well, you're extremely comfortable, but you're also experiencing luxury at the same time. And on the golf course, you find something pretty unique here to what you see at other places. We use a 20-minute tee time interval, so our guests really enjoy that they tee off and the group ahead of them is already halfway down the second hole, and the group behind them is not going to tee off until they're on the second hole. And that just really helps the conditioning, the pace of play. It sets our guests at ease and gives them a good relaxed feel for the day. And then while they're out there, you get to experience our refreshment stations. We've got a couple of these stations on the golf course. You pass each one a couple times during your round, and they're fully included in your round of golf. So you walk in there and hot food is available, cold snacks and sandwiches, a variety of alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverage options. So really a unique experience to come and get your round paid for, and you go out there and everything's just on the house from that point on.
This course is not your average golf course. This is next level golf. And when you're able to hit it out of the fairway here, it's basically like you're hitting it from the green. And the high quality that was manifested in the golf course just spread through to the inn, spread through to the restaurants, and the experience as a whole.
SentryWorld is a parkland style golf course, and if you know parkland golf, really conditioning is a star of the show in parkland golf. We don't always have a spectacular setting, in the mountains or overlooking a big lake or something like that. So maintenance is really important to us here at SentryWorld. So that's part of why we do 20-minute tee time intervals, is to give our crew minimal traffic on the golf course, keep it in that pristine condition. We close every Monday for maintenance. We're only open for about 4 months out of the year, June through September, just to keep the course in premium shape for all those who play it. And it's really a mentality of no blade of grass out of place. I mean, our crew is given the resources, fortunately, by Sentry to really go out there and make sure that every green, tee, fairway, bunker is maintained to the highest specification. Maintaining our greens at a 12 to 13 on the stimp meter throughout our entire 4-month season. I mean, it's just a real team effort to make it an experience where people walk off the golf course and they say, wow, that is one of the best conditioned courses I've ever played in my life. The flower hole is one thing about SentryWorld that has been there since the beginning. That hole was built in 1982, and it really hasn't changed other than, when we've done some renovation work, the flower bed lines have been modified a little bit maybe, or the green complex has been redone, and of course we added sub-air to all of our greens a few years ago, but really for the most part that hole has remained the same. It was the idea, it came up between our architect, Robert Trent Jones Jr., and John Jonas, who was the CEO of Sentry at the time when the course was built. And they had this 16th hole on the plans. It was going to be a par 3. They knew it was late in the round. They wanted to make it something spectacular. And so the idea was born to have a hole of flowers, you know, unlike anything that golfers have seen before. To have 50,000 flowers in bloom from June through September in central Wisconsin, being as far north as we are, is no small feat. So those flowers have to be planted every spring and removed every fall before the winter comes. And I like to say it's basically a year-round process with the flower hole, because as soon as the flowers come out of the ground in October, the planning begins for next year's flower hole. What are the plants that are going to be used? What are the colors? What are the bed lines that are going to be used? And almost immediately after that, they start getting planted in a greenhouse and grown throughout the winter, so that come late May, we can plant those flowers in the ground and be ready to go for our golf season. That vibe and that theme of SentryWorld, where you know you've stepped into something special and it's upscale and it's comfortable at the same time. It's not a stuffy feel, you know, it's a place you just feel like you can walk into and be yourself and relax.